scoreboard succeed as young men. This year we had 17 seniors, all 17 graduated. We have 2 guys that had opportunities to play professional football. Both guys had degrees in their pocket. Both guys have jobs. One made the CFL, one got cut by the Cowboys and is working for Gallo Wine Sales in Southern California right now. You know, Chris Brown is a tremendous story for us. He's the most recent quarterback we had. He had several different opportunities to go someplace else, but he wanted to play quarterback. And everybody was recruiting him as an athlete to play safety or wide receiver, and he wanted to be a quarterback. And all he did here was be our MVP 2 years in a row. Had a great career. His graduated with a degree in communications. He's done a tremendous job of working in the community, and he had an opportunity to go to the Dallas Cowboys. That's a great story. You know, I think that's really the story you want to have, is he's successful in everything he do. But in reality, the story is that our guys get it. Football ends. I don't know, it might end 5 years after college, it might end 1 year, and you might not even get the opportunity. But that piece of paper and the experiences that you have the next 5 years of your life are going to help mold you into probably what you're going to do the rest of your life. So this is an important step, and it's an important decision for you as parents, but hopefully for your 17-year-old son, who's going to make a decision that's really going to have an effect on who he's going to be the rest of his life. So this place is special. Like I said, I use Dr. Romanelli, he gets it, he's from the area, but in reality, it's a special place. This year, 54,000 applications, 4,800 got in. That's over 49,000 young people that got denied admission to Cal Poly. The average incoming freshman will have a 4.14 GPA and 1,400 on the 2-part. That's who you're going to be competing. Those are Ivy League numbers. That's who you're going to be dealing with. And what separates us from every other CSU in the system, a lot of people will say, well, you're not Berkeley or you're not this. We're pretty darn close. We compete with Berkeley and Cal for students. That's who we're competing with. I mean, Berkeley and UCLA. You know, that's the type of student that comes to school here. And that's what makes this place unique as a CSU. It's not most CSUs were designed to be commuter colleges. Most of them were designed for the greater area that they're in, so that you know, if you're in Los Angeles, you go to Cal State Northridge, or you go to Long Beach, or you go to commute, you go to school. And that's great. That's a purpose. This school's not that. We have 19,000 students, of which 18,000 of them are from out of the area. What's that do for this community? It's a lot of money that comes with 18,000 students coming to this community, and our community gets it. And that's the fact that we become big fish in a little bowl as far as football goes here. You know, people like us to win. People want us to win. And that's exciting. That's a great environment. But what we all want is also for them to win in the classroom. And we do everything we can to make sure our players are successful. You know, people ask all the time, well, does that mean my son has to have a 4.1 GPA in there if it's a football player? No, I get X amount of admits. But the schools we play against, I've mentioned, I coached at one of them, Portland State, I used to be head coach at. We can get anybody that was an NCAA qualifier. Not at Cal Poly. You know, at Cal Poly, you're talking about your academics, your academic class is only a 3.0 GPA. And we're probably talking about 1,200 on the SAT. And if you're not in that, it's going to be tough. I'm not saying I can or I can't, but you're going to make it more difficult, because that is going to be part of our process. You know, because we want to make sure that we're getting the kind of guys into school that can compete in the classroom and want it in the classroom. So I'm just here today to try to tell you, being as honest as I possibly can. In this whole process, I believe honesty is the most important thing. It's probably the most important thing we have as a man. People. The ability to look people in the eye and tell them the truth. You know, this is what we are, this is who we are, this is what we profess to be, and I'll be a straight shooter all the way through the recruiting process. The process for us really began in May. We started with about 3,500 names. You know, we're probably down to about, you know, when we went down to 1,000. Your sons, by being here, that's what we want, because we want this process to be a two-way street. It's not just about us wanting them or them wanting us. We want to want them, and we want them to want us in return. And then we have the type of relationship that's going to lead to success. When two people want to be together, there's going to be a trust factor that we all are on the same page. And this process is not perfect. And again, Dr. Romanelli knows the young man I'm going to talk about. Giovanni Sani came here, and we recruited him. We offered him an official visit. We did not offer him a scholarship on his visit. His dad was livid with him. And I said, I get it. I'm a parent too. I've been there. I've done this thing on both sides. I understand. But what I tell you what I will do, I'll get him into school. And I said, there's a price that is unnamed if I get him into school, because when he graduates from here, he's going to get a good job. And he's going to be making money, and as a parent, that's the other thing we want to do. When they finish, we don't want them coming home. We want them to go to work. You know, so Gio comes, and he said, I'm going to prove it to you. Gio was 6'5", 220. We didn't see, we saw Cal, we think he was really athletic, but can he get to 275 or 280? His body didn't be able to hold that. He had just got finished wrestling, so they were giving me the dad was telling me that you should stop wrestling. I get it. I understand, but I have to make tough decisions sometimes. So here's what I'm offering. So they called me the next day and they said, well, he's coming and he's going to show you. Gio got here, so about 6'5", about 265 as a true freshman. 18 offensive linemen on scholarship. He beat them all out and started. I played best player. And it's living proof there. Just because I didn't offer it. I don't have no ego. I want to play best players. And he played. You know, he was on scholarship for the next 4 years. I'm not that smart. But he came and he proved the point because this is what he wanted. And it made a huge impression on us too. He wanted to be. Here I was saying, okay, we want you, but not so much. We have several stories that are like that. Guys that have walked on here and done incredibly well and earned scholarships. And every year I save probably 2.5 scholarships a year to give scholarships to guys that walk on. So they make an impact in the program. And I know you can say USC, you can say UCLA. Nobody is perfect in this process. You know, the beauty's in the eyes of the beholder when we watch all these kids run around. So we're going to have a meeting all next week about yesterday and today. And I may say, I love that young guy. I think he's awesome. And the wide receiver coach goes, I didn't think he was very good. Because beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. And we'll have roundabouts, table discussions, and we'll start to try to make some decisions to dwindle our number down. But our process really doesn't end until signing. Last year, we lost a guy right at the end. UCLA came in and offered a guy that we had committed. And I'm good. He took UCLA. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. That's a true FBS school. That is. You tell me that you're going to go to New Mexico State, I say go. We played New Mexico State 10 times and beat them 9 probably. You know, so the reality of the situation is we really respect who we are as a football program. We know we're not Pac-12ish, although last year Arizona State 21-21 with 7 minutes to go, and we had opportunity to beat them. You know, and I'm big on coaches lose games. That's a game we could have, would have, should have won. People would have been like, oh, how can you beat them? Yeah, we're good. We're not. We have to play them 12 times in a row? No. But if you watch Montana play, you watch Montana State play, our league is good. It's a great league. North Dakota State had the quarterback that was the second player drafted from an FCS school. The NFL draft. We got guys. And hoping you're going to use that opportunity today to meet the players that are here working the camp. Because in reality, they're our best parts. Because guess what they're doing every day? They're living what I'm sitting here talking about. Ask them what school's like. Ask them what the coaches are like. Ask them what football's like. Football's come a long way just in my 7 years here, and I know the people from the community have seen it. That we just moved into new football offices. I'm not saying they're state-of-the-art, but they're 155,000 times better than where we were. We have a new weight room, which is not state-of-the-art, but it's 155,000 times better than it was. We have a new locker room, it's 155,000 times better than it was. And this next year will be a brand new $3.4 million practice facility right here for football. So, and it's all raised, not through any state funds. This is all get out there and hustle it and try to raise up some dollars. Unfortunately, we've done really well with our football funds. To me, that also speaks volumes about our program and what your son's getting involved with in the future. I had the opportunity to coach at West Point. They had something called the Old Great Line. So when you got out, in your 5 years, when you walked away, you were pretty much, you had a job waiting for you something else. And the same thing's happening here. We have certain companies that only recruit our guys. We have guys that major in comms that are doing sales for Oracle. So I mean, we are recruited and our guys get jobs. Our football players, they love athletes because of all the things I talked about earlier. And the fact that, you know, they got to get up in the morning. When they're down, they got to pick themselves up and go to work. That's life. You know, you're not going to win every time, but how are you going to play the next play? How are you going to play the next game? That's life. Those are lifelong lessons that guys learn by playing the great game of football. So we're really excited about who we are and where we're going. In the future, we play Oregon State, we play Cal, which are great games for us that are going to be fun and exciting games. But I always tell people that don't ever overlook the competitive part of FCS football at the level that we play. We play at the very best league, and there are a lot of great players that play the game of college football. And if you get recruited by any of them, you should be extremely honored to be a part of any of the programs that we have the opportunity to coach against. And if you get recruited here, you're separating yourself because you also have that academic element that we talked about. And hopefully you also have all the other elements we talked about wanting to be a successful man. And that's, again, the most important thing. And when I got the job, and this is my third head coaching job in college, the most important thing for me was to look for something I could use from here and really study and learn about it. And I chose the worst thing that ever happened here in football. In 1960, there was a plane crash. Those guys weren't in the war. Playing college football game, lost with their best friends. And to hear the stories of those guys this weekend, it's actually the weekend the survivors are all about 80 years old right now. They still go to the restaurant, which is about 60 miles from San Francisco. They still get together for one time a year, one weekend, in remembrance of the guys that passed. It's pretty emotional. So every year I have one of those guys come back and talk to our team. President of Questa College, Ted Toner, head coach at USC, San Diego State, Carl Bowser, head coach at Bakersfield Junior College. A couple of farmers from the valley over there that have done extremely well. But what they did about a month afterwards, so that they were all getting out of the hospital, most of them got pretty racked up and they were emotionally scarred, understandably. They got together and they said, we're going to live for two. They each picked a guy, and if you go down, we have a monument outside our stadium. You go around, each one of those guys was selected by another guy as his brother. I'm going to live for that guy. Talk about the ultimate teammate in a team sport. That's the ultimate teammates right there. So even though it was a horrible thing, they lost the game and all that foundation of who those men became because of the tragedy and overcoming adversity and dealing with it. It's tragic for the parents that lost those guys. It's tragic for the guys that lost their lives. But it's also tough for the survivors. And to see those guys dig in and say, I'm still going to be a great man. This is not going to affect me in a positive way. And they have gone on to be great men. That's inspirational to me. Hopefully it's inspirational to our players, but it's really who we want to be and what our foundation really is. So this is a great place. It's a place that I've really enjoyed being a part of the community. I've enjoyed being a part of the football program. This is just a thing that I'm going to say. It's one of the few times I will say the word I about myself, is that there's 4 coaches over there who played for me. And somehow, some way that validates some of the things that I've done, because if they didn't have a good experience playing for me, why the heck would they want to coach me? That doesn't make any sense. And those guys are great coaches, and I'm going to lose them because they're going to keep going up. Now they're not only ex-players and former players, and they're friends. Their kids are like grand. They all, you're going to see a bunch of little kids running around here. Those are my step-kids, my step-grandkids. They're all their children. So we really profess that family atmosphere, and I think we live it. We just don't talk about family, but that's easy to say. It's how you live things that's important. And I think that we really want to make sure that your son has a great experience today. We want them to realize this is a part of being a senior in high school. But don't ever overlook of going through your senior year saying, I want it to be the best year of my life, because we all know that senior year, think back. It doesn't seem that long ago when there were some great times being a senior in high school. I went to Sarah High School in San Mateo. It's a Catholic high school. And we were good, and we had to beat Bellarmine High School my last senior year, our last game to win the championship, and we beat them 7-6. They went for 2, but we still get together and reunions and things like that. Now on that 2-point play, 18 guys made the tackle. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I know I was one of the 18. But I mean, that's what the memory. That's the memories and the opportunity to get together and remember what you accomplished as a senior is important, because it does help you get to where you're going next. So when young people all of a sudden think, God, where am I going to college? I want to get a scholarship. I want to do all these things. That's great. But don't ignore the present. Don't ignore what you really have. Truly, the opportunity to play high school football is a special opportunity, too. Something they're going to, hopefully they know they're going to remember it as much as I do 40 years from now. So they need to have fun. They need to enjoy the experience. They need to enjoy the recruiting experience. The recruiting experience is difficult for everybody, because I get it. Like I said, as a parent, we all want our son, and we all think our son should be that guy. I get it. But the reality of the situation, we had 210 yesterday, we have 240 today, and we have 14 scholarships. Do the math. I can't be any more honest than that. So the whole thing is, this is your son's opportunity to show everything they do today is film. So your son, you watch it, and I've had, hopefully you will too, because I'm sure a lot of your sons have gone to a lot of camps already. Well, I must have had 100 parents at the end of the day come up, and it's a real tribute to Coach Tuatelli who puts this camp together. I must have had 100 parents saying it's the most organized, most well-run, and my son got the most out of it, and he had the opportunity. That everybody's going to get equal opportunity. And I think that that's the thing that we think is great about it, and that's really what it's all about. We're happy 440 young people want to be here. But we owe them the right to show themselves. So we want it to be competitive, we want it to be spirited, but we all want to be Mustangs at the end of the day because we're all here for the same reason that we all might be Cal Poly Mustangs. So we want parents to enjoy yourself. It's a great community. There's lots of places to go for lunch if you want to. There are great places to go. You can talk to Dr. Will Manelli about where to go. But I think this is a place that you're going to find out is the more you're around it, it's special. And you talk about education, you talk about football, and then you talk about look where we are. If I'm 17 and I'm reading the signs, I'm going to Cal Poly. It is an absolute great place. It's paradise. And they get to come down here and live for 5 years, get a great education, play great college football, and we're going to, I don't want to underlie the part of it. We want to win championships. I'm all about winning. Let's not get me too into that being that good man thing. We want to win. So best players, how I've learned a long time ago that you have great players, have a better opportunity to win. I'm a pretty good coach. There's a lot of pretty good coaches out there, but you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So I want you guys to enjoy the day. Make sure you guys ask questions at the end. Your son will have the opportunity to meet the coach that recruits his area. And make sure he goes up and says hi, thank you, and exchanges things. We'll try to keep you informed, but like I said, this really is a process that's going to last 5 months. And it can be agonizing as you wait 5 months to make decisions on what you're going to do. And I totally get, like I said before, being a parent, the financial end of things, and all those great things. College education is not getting cheap, but it's an important part of their life too. So we want them to make a good decision, and we want to do whatever we can do to help them make a good decision. And remember this, I'm going to say it, even though it's not for us. We have a couple of Division III schools here too. There's some place, if your son wants to play football or whatever, there's a place for him to play. Whether it's USC, Cal Poly, Whittier, there's a place for him to play if he loves to play. So that's part of the puzzle too. We can only have by NCAA rule 105 guys on our team. So 105 and 5 years of eligibility, that's 21 guys a year. Really, if you look at it that way. And we have 470 here today. So I thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, I really respect the fact that you're parents. You're trying to do what you think is best for your sons, and we're going to try to do what we think is best for everybody too, including our team, which is my #1 priority. Our recruiting classes is to bring in the best players to make our team a better team and give them the opportunity to win more games the next year. So that's kind of what we're all about. I really do appreciate you being here. Have fun. You guys are free to get as close as you want to the action. Bring your lawn chairs over. The secondary will be right here, right behind you when they come. The linebackers will be in the middle of the field. The lines will be at the end of the field. The running backs, the wide receivers, and the quarterbacks will be on the other field. And you're free to get in and do whatever you want to watch and be a part of it. But make sure you stay a safe distance when they're doing it. There will only be contact with the offensive and defensive line down there. We have trainers here, so everything's up and up. Make sure they stay healthy. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the end of the day.
Talking on my country, my way to the top. My second or third trench. I'm headed to just to ease my thoughts. Not just the cops, but the homies you gotta watch. The move, look at the dark clouds. They must be watching what can go wild to hell. I don't drop mainstream, I knock underground. All that other shit, sugar-coated and watered down. I'm from the bay where we hacky and go dumb. From the soil where them rappers be getting their lingo from. Tell me when it comes, tell me when it counts. Tell me when it counts, tell me when it counts. Kick up the room and gave a
One of the things I see when we did the progression, we started off like completely square, right? We did like this, and then we went here, and what happens now is you guys start doing this. Keep your chest closed, elbow deep, doing this, hands closed. We want to get back to the position, right? When I'm coming through these ladders, okay? When I'm coming through the ladders, I'm close. I want to get back into this open position with my chest. Okay, that's what gets our eyes there, track the back, and behind, a lot of great things. Here we go. Here we go, left. Look around, we go left hand, 2 knees. Go. All first. Let's go. Right on shoulder. Good. Feet light and tight. Good. Relax up top. Relax up top. Back. Good. Relax. Alignment then, right? That's bad. Okay, coaches, guys, show them. We got 3 man. All right, second group. All right, here we go. Set, go.
Like a sneeze.
other main drive. We're going first and second. Now we're going to throw on back. Let's call it hits. Let's call it hits. We're going to replace them. Let's call it gather.
When I would ask the boy, I thought it was pretty. Flexing on it. Some like Papa on the Spanish. Don't believe me. That's my team. Say the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of cat that make cash. They grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new. She ride like my ghost. I ride my city with my head. No, I talk because they ride me. They ride me.
Outside throw. Okay, we're going to throw it outside. We're going to throw that 10 12 yard out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, balance. All right, inside guys. Guys up, follow the ball. Let me know when it's top. Make sure now we're throwing the 15-yard comeback. We're throwing the seam up the pipe. Okay, now we're going to go. Now we're going to go to that rhythm step. And I'm going to take 3 at the top here. First, 2, second, okay, ball. Okay, last part of the practice. Then we work. Now we're going to work one move. Back at the top, go back, go back. Move up. Okay, I want to get that thing reset and throw it on time. Go. Okay, so practice number. Verify. No. Go. Reset.
Yo creo a las 12. Empezaron a las 10. Ahora están 4 horas a las 12. There it is! Oh. That's it, go, get it out! She goes
They all look like offensive linemen playing receivers. I was laughing when I saw one big one. They get one of the strongest arms in the
opportunity really 17 years ago. Make sure you say thank you to them for all they've done to get you to this spot, and respect all they've done to get you to this spot by becoming the best person that you can become. Because the person drives the bus about the things you want to do. When you say you want to be a good football player, well, you better be a pretty directed dude to become a good college football player. So look yourself in the mirror, be a good self-evaluator every day. Understand none of us are perfect, so how can we get better on a daily basis? The way we get better on a daily basis is by looking in the mirror and say, okay, what am I going to do today that I did not do yesterday? That's going to make me better at the things I profess I want to be better at. That's what we want to win a championship here. I have to look at it and say, what can I do to make us better? And one of the things that is going to happen in the future by the time you decide to come here, that field over there is going to be a new $3.4 million facility. It's going to be beautiful, state-of-the-art. Some good things are happening here facility-wise. The future schedules have Cal, Oregon State on them. We're good. And our league's good. I'll compliment the other 12 teams in the league. Montana, Montana State, Eastern Washington, Portland State, Davis. It's good college football. And we all go out and we play folks. And we'll compete. Last year we had an opportunity against Arizona State, 21-21 in the fourth quarter. Nobody gave us a chance except the 105 guys that played for us. We had an opportunity. We finished it. No, we're good. College football is good. Division I FCS football. The teams that are in the top 10 or 15, we're good. So respect that fact. Work your heart out every day to become the very best player that you can become. And great things happen. So thank you. I want to thank you guys for being here because you help us do our job. two-way street, man. We have a great thing. We want you to think we have a great thing too. So you guys all met your recruiting area coaches. Hopefully you'll say goodbye to them. Have a great rest of the summer. Be safe and get ready for a great senior year. Congratulations. Thank you guys.
Coach Aristotle Thompson is our recruiting coordinator. He'll give you guys on details of how to come to our games and stuff like that, and he'll break you guys.
Hey, fellas. Yep, good job again. Hey, so part of what we do, and thanks for you guys coming out to our camp, spending your weekend with us, is we're going to send you guys an invite to come to any home game that you want to. Okay, so you guys will all be receiving an email from me, all right, with detailed instructions about how to sign up for a home game. Okay, this is one of the first steps bringing you here in the courting process, and now we want to see you come back, all right, take in a game here, come with your parents, come with your friends, come with whoever, come up and enjoy Game Spanel Stadium and see us beat the brakes off somebody. That's all we do, all right? Everybody good here? Yes, sir. Everybody feeling great about themselves? Yes, sir. You sure about that? Yes, sir. You sure? Yes, sir. All right, look, check it out. Hey, we're going to bring this thing up one more time, all right? And we're going to get it hot like we started out. We're going to break it out on the Mustangs and see you way. Let's go. Bring it up. Come on, let's go. Woo! Come on, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Hey, this ain't church. I know it's Sunday. This ain't church. All right? Hey, feel my rhythm. When I speed it up, you speed it up. All right, here we go.